With Trump in office, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, otherwise known as ICE, raids have become a common occurrence in many places throughout the country. They have taken people from car washes, walking down the road, and living their lives in America. Many people who have been detained were not even illegal immigrants. However, ICE makes it difficult for detainees to prove their innocence. Seeing the way that people's lives have been destroyed by ICE, I believe that the raids need to end for the safety of the people and the protection of their rights. American-born children have been separated from their immigrant parents, adding to the child mental health crisis within the U.S. Minors have been detained, as well as people with and without green cards. Despite it being ICE's job to take illegal immigrants into custody and potentially deport them, many of the people affected by ICE are innocent. Likely the biggest issue with ICE is that many of their practices are unconstitutional. As stated by the American Civil Liberties Union, they implicate the Fourth Amendment's protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, the constitutional guarantee of due process, and the constitutional guarantee of equal protection and freedom from discrimination based on race, ethnicity, and national origin. Recently, regarding the case Noem versus Vasquez Perdomo, the U.S. Supreme Court issued an order that ICE is allowed to, quote, interrogate any alien or person believed to be an alien as to his right to be or to remain in the United States. While the ruling is not inherently meant to be used as an excuse to racially profile, racial profiling has been a factor in deciding who is believed to be an alien. In California, people have been questioned based off their appearance, spoken language, and work. These actions have been ruled as illegal racial profiling by both the Los Angeles Federal Court and the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. People who are detained by ICE have many problems to face when it comes to proving their innocence. Andrea Gonzalez, Deputy Director of the Clean Car Wash Worker Center, has stated in an interview with The Guardian, our organization has been able to identify at least 346 car wash workers that have been kidnapped from a car wash. We've identified at least over 100 who were forced or coerced into signing a voluntary departure, which essentially means they didn't even get the chance to fight their case. In something to refer to as mandatory detention, detained people cannot be released on bond. The National Immigration Law Center states that ICE is also no longer following policies that limit enforcement against people with humanitarian and medical concerns, such as pregnant women and primary caregivers. People are now being detained without much of a way out, and with little consideration for what is humane, despite still being innocent until proven guilty. I've heard many discussions about immigrants taking jobs from native-born Americans. However, immigrant workers are often not in competition with native-born workers due to a lack of common and linguistic skills. Immigrant workers often take the labor-intensive jobs that native-born workers are not occupying. In the end, the practices of ICE are unconstitutional and violate the rights of the detained. ICE negatively affects innocent people, possibly changing their lives forever. ICE has made it unsafe for many civilians to live their life in the land of the free, and should be put to an end if our country strives to fit that title.